My ex-husband's new wife keeps on stealing my daughter's nice clothes and giving them to her daughters. So, I took them to court. I have a daughter Sadie with my ex-husband John. We got divorced 5 years ago and I have primary custody while he sees her 2 weekends a month. Last year, he got married to Amanda, who has sole custody of her kids from a previous marriage. Amanda is a SOM, not for any health reasons or so on, she just doesn't want to work, while John works a 9-to-5 job. He makes good money to support them, but not enough to live in luxury. I have a much higher paying job. Since it's just me and Sadie, I ensure she has the best possible life. She goes to a private school, I set up a college fund for her, and she has much better things than most kids: phone, clothes, etc. I still manage to raise her to be humble and not take things for granted, and she's one of the hardest working people I know, always making sure to get good grades and keep her room tidy. However, the last few times she returned after a weekend at John's, I noticed that the clothes she was bringing back in her duffel were A, not her size, and B, much cheaper and lower quality than what I usually buy for her. I asked her why that was, and she told me that while she's at her dad's, Amanda takes away her nice clothes and gives them to her kids, while Sadie receives the clothes they buy from Target. I asked her if she wanted them back, but she said she didn't mind sharing since all her favorite clothes were kept here. The problem arose when I went to pick her up last weekend. I had a business meeting and couldn't drive her over, so Amanda offered to pick Sadie up from school, which hadn't happened before. When I got there on Sunday, John and Amanda asked me to sit down with them. When Sadie came to hug me, Amanda sent her to her room quite harshly, saying her punishment wasn't over yet. I was confused because Sadie very rarely misbehaves. They sat me down in the kitchen and said that it was unfair for Sadie to be going to a private school while their kids go to a public one, so they decided that Sadie would be pulled out of private school and put in the same school as the girls. They also said I should continue Sadie's punishment because when they told her, she blew up at them, claiming it wasn't fair and yelling that Amanda and her kids weren't even her real family and that all they did was steal. I told them in no uncertain terms to fuck off. I would not be pulling my child out of a school she likes, away from her friends, just because they can't afford it. I told them they could easily make as much money as I do if Amanda started working in her field, since she has the qualifications and the job market is very good. I asserted that their financial problems are not my issue, and if Sadie's belongings get stolen again or they try to pull her out of school, I'll be taking this to court. Edit. I got temporary guardianship while waiting for a court hearing. We're going to try to get full custody and have John get 1 day a week of supervised visitation for at least the first few months, with no contact with Amanda or her kids. This way, he still sees Sadie just as much, and they can try to repair the relationship, but she doesn't have to go back there. All contact between us is made through emails that are CC'd by my lawyer, and I've asked for Sadie's things back. I've talked to Sadie, and we've decided that she's going to try therapy for a little while to help deal with everything that's happened. Update: we've had the hearing, and our custody arrangement has been modified. Any and all decisions relating to Sadie are made by me and me alone. John has supervised visitation once a week, and Sadie will continue in therapy to address all the issues Amanda and her associates have caused her. They tried to push for a 50-50 custody split on grounds of alienation, that I was trying to turn Sadie against her father, but we made it clear from the start that we wanted to keep Amanda and her children away and wanted supervision only because we don't feel safe leaving him alone just yet, although we are open to modifications. Thanks to that, the evidence of theft and Sadie's therapist's testimony, their claim was dismissed quickly. Amanda's upset and has attempted to contact me and Sadie, but I made it clear to her that if she continues to harass me or my daughter, I'll have to report this to the authorities. Sadie and I have blocked her everywhere, and any communication between John and us occurs only through text messages or emails. Update: she got her stuff back, but seeing the reminder reminded her of the bad time she spent at that house, so she decided to donate them all.